where the fun begins.
Hello there, and welcome back to a new Star Wars video. So today we're going to be doing a sort of video on a co-op gameplay on Battlefront 2. I know a lot of people do not necessarily show co-op on online, but I thought it would be a really good idea, especially as there's newer players coming out. I'm hoping to do a video soon talking about why co-op is probably the best of the game modes to play. Anyway, so getting started here, I've started off as the specialist class and I've come up onto this platform to try and get a few snipes off on some droids. I've got one kill so far. I see a cluster of them there, so just try and fire a few different shots in. I noticed they've all moved out of there now, so it's currently on one kill. We get a nice quick headshot there, getting us up to 2, and another one there to 3. I'll have a little kill counter in the bottom right as well. We see there are more droids coming in, so I move around here to see if we can protect this sort of command post. Have a quick scope out over here. We see a droid there. See if we notice he's got a shield, meaning our teammates can't do much, but we're at a good angle to get him. We notice another sniper here, but we can't really get any shots off on him. I probably spend a bit too long watching him. Anyway, I rotate back round to this command post, see if I can kill some droids. Get a headshot there, another kill. I noticed that these are obviously against AI, so they will usually run about a bit, then stand still for a few seconds. So that is mainly it. So in some cases it's easy to snipe, sometimes it's hard when they suddenly just change direction for no reason. So I just try and fire a few just kind of random shots out there. I see there's this guy here, luckily just a one-shot kill without being a headshot. Now we get the order to fall back, so we've got 35 seconds to fall back. Obviously it's not too much of a distance, it's not much of a challenge. I know really I want to try and take a good vantage point when we get back to try and cut off this choke point, but through this little gap here, because they all have to go through this little road. I have a quick look behind me to see if I see any droids. There's one, so I get him. Because I notice he's giving my friend a bit of trouble. Right, so now we push back. We try and look around here to see if we have a good position to get some snipes. I decided to go over here. This is unusual for me. Usually I will go on the other side, but actually today, because of the positioning, I decided to come here. So obviously now I've got this kind of position where here, get one snipe and then 2 off on Count Dooku. Luckily he's only a few hits to get the kill on him. We see there are a few droids here, so I try and get a snipe on him, get one hot shot, but don't quite kill him and couldn't quite get the second before he got into cover. Finally, he came back out of cover and got him again. So now I'm kind of just scoping out here, knowing that they'll run past eventually. I see him there, so I have a quick look down on my scope. I know he's below me, so I activate my infiltrator ability and I run and engage. Get the kill on him. Sadly, I can't quite get out before I die, but that's my first death of the game. So obviously I've now got 4,000 points, so I'm going to go and be a hero. In this scenario, I choose to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's got quite good defence. I'll be doing a bit of a heroes tier list at some point for Battlefront. So I get my first kill there with the force push. I use his mind control ability to stop them from using their abilities. I do run in with my defensive rush, and now I kind of just sort of back up with my teammates. Now I see quite a cluster here, so I do that with the force push. Sadly though, they all seem to back away as I'm doing it, and I actually get stunned. Anyway, I run into here, bit reckless, but I know that I've got quite a lot of health. I can probably get the kill off. The annoying thing here though was there was a tank, which I had to be careful of. So I had to back out away from the tank as we did the fall back to the juggernauts. Anyway, so here on this stage of the fallback, we have to get back to the juggernauts, where we then have to defend them from enemies coming in. They have to destroy both of them. So I usually, as I've been doing here, will take up position in the left one, especially if I'm a hero. If you're not a hero, I recommend the heavy class. they're quite good for this, or the assault as well. So I'm kind of just going to stand in here. Any droids I see come up, hopefully try and kill them. So that's a bit slow because obviously we're waiting for them to kind of push up. So I'm kind of waiting here. We see a tank there in the distance, so that's something we want to be a bit careful of. So now it's just waiting here. So now we see General Grievous is coming up. We get a force push there, but sadly he's got his rush ability. We notice that we've got our backs towards his teammates, so we try and turn away from him. We notice there's another droid also shooting at us, and there have been droids coming in from the other side, which is a bit of a pain. So I get a force push on him, kill him, but now I get in a bit of an issue with a droidica and General Grievous eventually killing me. So obviously I'm down points now, so I'm going to go back as the sniper class. Normally I wouldn't do what I'm about to do, but I am going to do it this time because I know that the command posts are getting a bit low. So normally I would decide to go as the heavy and go into one. Instead I decided to line up here and try and snipe people going up the stairs into each one, because despite me being out in the open, no one seems to snipe at me, which is quite good. And I don't know if it's the camo, which would be odd because I'm actually not in the forest anymore, but either way. Anyway, we see this droid hanging back here, so we get a quick snipe to the head off on him. So now we're just kind of waiting. Every time we see a droid or two, we just try and get a few snipes off on them. We notice there's quite a few in here, so I just try and fire a few pot shots. Get a shot on General Grievous. We notice this sniper droid who keeps popping up, and a few more of his teammates. We get a quick kill there. We notice General Grievous is starting to push out. Get the reload bar into gold, and we go again. We now get the order to fall back again. So it's at this point that we will start pushing back, and I'll try and find a good vantage position with the sniper. Now normally at this stage in the game I probably want to turn into the heavy, especially with his sentry ability. It works very well in the scenario. Anyway, I try and push it a bit late. I try and get a few snipes off beforehand, but I'm easily able to get back in time. So now I kind of just wait here, have a look out with my sniper, see if any droids come over that hill, if I can get a quick snipe on them. I decide actually that I'm probably a bit too far forward, so I'm going back up to probably my favourite position on this map, which are these 3 crates here. Especially this open one, so I kind of camp here, and anyone I see I scope in and I try and get a few snipes. I don't really get many kills, but I do get quite a few hits. The issue I start having here is I've got lots of my own team running in front of me, so a lot of my shots which are lined up for people's heads end up hitting my own players, which obviously doesn't do any damage but still is a bit annoying. So that's why I eventually decide that I'm going to push up. I'll probably end up dying. It would only be my 3rd death as well, but I'll push up because I don't really want to be the specialist class anymore. So it's kind of at this point we notice General Grievous. I get a few no scope shots on him before he's killed. I change my infiltrator ability and try and push down this right wing just to see if there's any droids. I encounter one here. My aim is absolutely awful, and then another one comes and my infiltrator ability runs out, getting me screwed. But anyway, so now obviously I'm off them, and I decide after a quick debate between the jet trooper that I'm going to be a heavy. So I'm going to spawn in the default location at the back, and I'm going to go back to my favourite little place. I'm going to slowly push up there though. So the good thing about this is obviously I can use the heavy machine gun, which I've got with the heat vision, to get a few shots off. Then I'm going to change to the sentry gun, and I'm basically just going to fire every single bullet I have, into that gunship and everywhere around it. I get a few kills before it runs out, and now I change back to my machine gun. We see there's Bosk over there, so hopefully we can get him killed. We see that as General Skywalker gets involved with him. We then throw out our rocket launcher not rocket launcher, grenade launcher, and fire a few grenades in there, along with our handheld one. There's a few droids over there, but Joel Skywalker cleans up with those pretty quickly. So now there's a lot of droids here, so we just basically try and fire as many bullets in there as we can. So, sorry about that quick little pause there, because I actually had to film this in 2 parts. So here is the second part. You would have seen we came across Darth Maul earlier. We kind of managed to escape from him, luckily. Anyway, so now we're kind of in this area again, these crates, just trying to get shots off all of these droids, try and kill them basically, get as many kills as possible. I throw my grenade launchers in there and my handheld grenade. They do a bit of damage, don't quite get any kills though. I see this B2 battle droid, try and get some hits on him. Now I'm going to push up a little bit because I kind of slowly started walking backwards when I fire. This is what I try and usually do. When I'm firing, I do slowly walk backwards. It just gives a bit of movement, makes it a bit harder for hits on me. Anyway, so I actually activate my sentry quite a bad time now because there's not really anyone to shoot. I do get the kill on that guy who all of our team seem to be hitting, but now it's kind of this deadlock because I see there are shots over there, so I try aiming this there, and then that's when we see all of them. But annoyingly, that's exactly when our sentry gun stops. We get 1 kill and then we keep firing in there. We see there's a droid to kill, we get quite a few hits on that, but obviously we still have people walking in. So I fire my grenade launcher over at them and fire my handheld one over to the left. So now it's still this kind of period of just holding out as long as we can, killing some people and kind of just surviving. So get a few more kills here. I'm going to activate the sentry gun again. Just try and kill as many people as possible. Once again, I activate it at quite a bad time, because I activate it just as the wave stops coming. Luckily, we see some more people over here, so I'm going to try and get some hits off on them, but it looks like we've got General Kenobi, I believe, or Skywalker. I can't really see because my vision's been blurred out at that point, who deals with them nice and quickly. So we just fire shots in at these guys. Get quite a few hits, get them all down low. See this B1 just kind of running about. I fire my rocket launcher in there again and my grenade. I keep saying rocket launcher, I mean grenade launcher. Anyway, we see Bosk here, so I try and get quite a few hits on him. Now it seems they've kind of taken the command post, so I get in a bit of trouble here because they're all trying to get around to us. And here comes Darth Maul again, being another pain. So I managed to escape momentarily, get back, get some hits off on people when he arrives again, and not really much I can do. So now I have got 10,000 points, which is enough to be a hero twice. I was going to go with Obi-Wan Kenobi, but actually I quite like being Yoda in this last sort of phase. So I'm going to come in as Yoda, and I'm going to push straight into the attack, go straight in, kind of reckless, but yeah. Anyway, we see a line of droids here, get 1 kill, go for the next, and we just kind of Yoda's real good at this because he can literally just jump about. He doesn't really have a very big hitbox. I can just kind of jump, somersault about, and hopefully not get hit too much, and also get a few kills as well. So we do that. We kind of push down this left wing just to make sure there's no more droids going there. I see on my radar though that there is going to be another group coming from around there, so I push back a bit, wait for them to get a bit closer, get on top of this gunship, I guess, for a little bit, and then in a minute I'm going to push back, and I'm going to think that maybe I need to get a few more kills to provide a bit more safety. So I've pushed back to the command post, and now I'm just protecting it. So any droids I see there's a few that have managed to get a bit of a flank. I actually missed that guy annoyingly, nearly get the kill before it's taken. See this guy with the shield, take him. So now we're just kind of protecting this area. We've got 48 seconds left. of the game. Obviously that can change, it can go to overtime, but currently they're quite close to capturing command post A, so we need to really hold it. Here I used a lot of work with the force push and the extra health sort of ability, and here's dash attack. Obviously there's quite a few droids here. Annoyingly that didn't actually hit any, but I get those 2 killed. Come over here, get these 2 killed as well, after a bit of trouble with that last one. There's a destroyed and somehow managed to get him. So that's got another kill. I see another droid coming in there. So really I just have to try and escape now. I'm getting really low, and yeah, eventually I get finished. So now I have enough points to beat them again, but then the game ends. So we actually lost that game, annoyingly. But thank you for watching. Goodbye.